O'Sullivan has been a household name for investigating high-profile cases. Up until now, his modus operandi has not been out in the open. According to this witness, O'Sullivan has overreached his power and acted in an unlawful manner at times, obtaining credit and cell phone records of private citizens. Advocate Michael Mashuga cites O'Sullivan's investigation into the affairs of former acting National Police Commissioner Khumutso Phahlane, as well as the criminal case against O'Sullivan.
There was a considerable interference with the investigating officers, with me as a prosecutor, which would have contributed to the delay of the Camille Drift case 12/01/2070.
Mashuga says O'Sullivan and his aide, Sarah Jane Trent, impersonated IPID officials in their investigations against Phahlane.
Then there was this contravention of Section 33(5) of the IPID Act, where they presented themselves and acted like IPID investigators, and a conspiracy to commit this offense, and that relates to the two IPID officers who, despite O'Sullivan and Trent acting and pretending like IPID officers, obtaining statements of witnesses like IPID officers, and all what they did, the two IPID investigators did not stop them.
And it appeared, according to Mashuga, to be enabled by former IPID boss Robert McBride, whom O'Sullivan had allegedly paid 200,000 rand for legal fees to fight his suspension from IPID. Mashuga says this appeared to be a mutually beneficial relationship between McBride, O'Sullivan, and Trent.
Trent was compiling Section 205 requests and receiving the information from IPID members when it was provided by banks and cell phone network providers, despite her not being a member of IPID, which is a contravention of the provisions of the IPID Act. I also refer in 97.8 of several instances where Trent and O'Sullivan accessed credit bureau records of several people, including witnesses against General Phahlane. In some of these witnesses, she is requested by Mr. McBride to do that. On one instance, McBride leaks an ID number of Alvin Dupree. Alvin Dupree was Phahlane's driver and a witness in their matter. So he leaks an ID of Alvin Dupree to Trent and instructs her to find anything strange on his credit record, which may suggest that he doesn't require. The reason for that, they wanted Alvin Dupree to confirm a draft statement which implicated General Phahlane.
To top it all, he says O'Sullivan reached an agreement with the police that he must be given 2 days' notice if he faced an arrest for any offense.
Mr. Paul O'Sullivan should be informed, should be given 48 hours notice if he was going to be arrested. Is this a norm?
It is not only on that occasion. It is perpetual until it is rescinded. It applies.
Even now?
Yes, it applies in any matter. The words I remember that I used there are that in any matter where the police have taken a decision to arrest the applicant, they must give him 48-hour notice.
The Ad Hoc Committee continues. Ulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.